And welcome to SA Sports Show. I'm Greg Anderson, my co-host Barry Curtin.
Greg.
We've got grand finals to talk about. We've got a bit of gridiron to talk about. It's a packed program.
It's a packed program.
It's a packed program, and we've got bookends really. We can talk about, of course, Port Glenelg. Grand final, and probably end of the show we might have a little touch on the big AFL grand final, Richmond and GWS.
It was a big one.
Disappointing for us, but I think Glenelg were too strong all year, and they proved that on last Sunday as well.
No problem. I saw them. I saw them at Alberton earlier in the year. They take Port apart. And that hadn't happened to Port at all in the whole season.
I think it wasn't just at all.
Really good.
It was like a record. They didn't score a goal in the first half.
Well, they were brilliant.
Was never a case in the history of the club.
Well, they were brilliant that day. So
very, very strong.
Always going to be tough to beat.
It's a good fun day though. 40-odd thousand people. Again, another club winning a premiership. I think it's 7 different clubs in the last 10 years, which is fantastic. So the competition's really evened up, and no question, when you look at 40-odd thousand people at the grand final. The television ratings out of control. It's clearly the second best competition.
Oh, no problem. When you look at crowds in grand finals in the other states,
15, 16,
ridiculous.
40. It was fantastic.
We do it better than we've always done it better though.
I think
and I'm just talking about football here. I'm talking about anything you like to throw at South Australia. Major event. Major events, anything they do, they do well.
I want to run this by you then. I know your son is playing in the Australian Amateurs, which is fantastic, and it's in Adelaide.
Yeah, the Vines.
You've watched a few of the afternoons and
brilliant.
How well are we doing the Australian Amateurs in golf?
Well, I think there's only about 5 South Australians in this field. But
it's all red carpet stuff, isn't it? I mean, just imagine the Vines just bring out red carpet.
The SA Amateur, it's a big one, but there's only 5 South Australians, and the rest of them are from all over Australia. It's a big event.
How's your son going?
He was tied 4th after the first day. And I think he's made the cut. What happens is the top 32 progress. So you must make the top 32 after 2 stroke rounds, and then it goes into match play.
So we're talking Australian amateurs. So
these guys are all from all over Australia.
So tell me, what's the pathway for?
Oh, this opens up doors.
The pro circuit. Is this going to open up doors?
Massive doors if you win it. Absolutely. It's a big feather in your cap if you can pull that off.
And your son's
some of the
name?
best players.
Your son's name?
Alex.
Yeah.
But some of the best players in obviously in Australia are all here for it. And a lot of young players, a lot of gun youngsters.
We do things well, and I'm sure the Vines have done it beautifully.
Well, the course is in immaculate condition. It's like a carpet, seriously. It's in immaculate condition, and they're lucky. They've had 2 beautiful days to play golf. The Monday and the Tuesday were beautiful days to play. So what happens now is you have the match play series. It goes from 32 to 16 to 8 to 4 to 2. There's your winner.
So you've had a couple of big days of sport. You've had the Port Glenelg Grand Final.
Massive,
Your son, of course, you're sweating on that because you wanted to make the cut. And of course, we've got so many parents and young athletes out there. Just won grand finals or just lost grand finals or it's
Sport's
a tough
an
time of
amazing
year,
thing,
isn't it?
It is
nervous time.
It is a nervous time.
It's a nervous time. For parents, grandparents, their children, their athletes.
They pick them up. They drive them around and they get them to games, and everybody is playing. So that's the great thing about sport. This time of year.
It's a great time of year.
You get that smell of the grass and
just being mowed, spring.
It's brilliant. It's
the best come out.
Smell. And the best come out. But when I leave here today, I'll be shooting up to the Vines and catching up with what's going on up there, and and hopefully you can progress through, and keep going. It's not an easy thing to do, but once you're in it, you're a chance to win it.
Fantastic.
I'm looking forward to it, mate. It was great news that he made the cut.
And so just quick, so he can then go overseas and start playing.
He's still an amateur. He'll remain an amateur.
We've got to get him on the show.
Well, he was part of the Simpson Cup.
Australian Amateurs.
He was one of the Simpson Cup players that we spoke about with Gary Thompson.
Of course. Brilliant.
So,
we're going to talk more about it. We've just got to shoot over to the news with Cyndal. Over to you, Cyndal.
Thanks, boys. I'm Cyndal King here with your sporting news. The Glenelg Tigers are the 2019 SANFL premiers after a four-quarter performance against the Port Adelaide Magpies. Matthew Snook led his side to a memorable win, ending the Bay's 33-year premiership drought. Snook took out the Jack Oatey medal after racking up 28 touches, while Marlon Motlop piled on 3 goals. And it's all smiles at Adelaide Hockey Club this week, with both the men's and the women's sides taking out the 2019 Premier League trophy. In the men's, all scores were level between Seacliff and Adelaide, forcing extra time where Adelaide's Angus Fry scored the golden goal. His influential performance saw him rewarded player of the final. In the women's, Adelaide stole an extra time win against reigning premiers, you guessed it, Port Adelaide, who were undefeated all season. Adelaide clawed their way back after falling behind early before Erin Cameron scored the golden goal to claim victory. Hattie Shand was named player of the match on top of the Rising Star award she received earlier in the week. The Bowls SA Super League has wrapped up for 2019 with the Central Chargers claiming the trophy and denying the Hyson Comets back-to-back championships. Despite a very strong campaign from the Comets, the Chargers were simply too strong on the day, claiming victories in the singles, pairs and triples. Best on Green was awarded to Wayne Rudinger for his phenomenal efforts in the pairs. All teams will rest up and will be looking forward to next year's competition. Adelaide United are through to the FFA Cup semi-finals after a scrappy game against the Newcastle Jets. The Jets were down to 10 men early, but United struggled to capitalise despite controlling most of the play. Al Hassan Touré eventually profited from a goalkeeper error, boosting the Reds into their 3rd straight FFA Cup semi-final. United will be looking to continue their stellar form with a win over the Central Coast Mariners next week. To athletics, Team SA showed what they were made of in the Australian Marathon Championships in Sydney over the week. SA's women came away with a silver medal after a strong team performance and some impressive times. SA's men did not place, but Nathan Rout posted a phenomenal time of just over 3 hours and 10 minutes. Congratulations to all who represented Team SA on the day. Shannon Matthews of Tanunda Pines Golf Club has taken home the 2019 Men's Country Championship. Matthews, the 15th qualifier for the match play, knocked out the 2018 champion Tim Atsey and went on to beat frontrunner Brodie Whitbread. A well-deserved win from a man at the top of his game. And that's it for the sports news. I'll see you next week.